Are you desiring to become an effective leader? Do you want to get more out of the area that you currently manage? And are you seeking to help the people that you work with to maximize their potential and increase their yield? Well, we're going to have a look in 5 ways and 5 things that you can do in order to become an effective leader that revolutionizes the education sector or any field in which you're working. Welcome back to Global Teachership Hub. On today's episode, we're going to be having a look at the 5 ways in which you can become an effective leader. Becoming an effective leader is about self-awareness and the impact that you have on people within your sphere. It's then about professional and personal development so that you are able to maximize and enhance the working conditions of others and to ensure that they are able to maximize their potential in whatever project or undertaking that they're doing. And as a great leader, your responsibility is to pull out the best out of the people, whether by finding them the right people to mentor them, the right people to coach them, or assigning them to the best project that they're able to excel in and to do their best at. And therefore, we're going to look at 5 areas in which you are going to be able to maximize becoming the best and most effective and efficient leader that you can be in the institution or organization in which you work, and how you can have the people who you work with admire you and look to you as an exceptional leader and instrumental in their professional and personal development. The first area of focus is skills. Now, you need to be able to know what your skills are that you can use in order to help you as a leader. And this is in knowing your leadership style and the different leadership style that maximizes the different potential from others. And I've got a video on our channel about leadership style, and I'm going to pin it here so that you can have a watch of it to give you some understanding of different leadership styles that are available to you, and then how to use these leadership style to be able to maximize and use them advantageously for the benefit of those people who you are working with and who you're supervising. It's important that you are meeting the needs of each of your employee, and people are different. Therefore, just like the children in a classroom have different needs, so too the employees have different needs. And it's about meeting those needs so that they can achieve exceptionally in spite of the environment or the challenges that are laid before them as they are working on whatever project that you've assigned them. The second one is your disposition, and this involves things like your grace, your poise, your confidence, your posture, your self-awareness, your responsibility, and your accountability. Because when you have these things cemented in your character and your personality, then it makes it a little bit more easy going for you to be able to effectively manage others. Because when things go wrong, you will take responsibility and you will be accountable, and you will not be playing the blame game and making them the ones who are supposed to pick up the pieces when things go wrong. You will be the person who go into the forefront and take responsibility for your team or for your department when things haven't gone the way that they should have gone. And you will also find the mechanisms and the means to provide the support that those people need in order to get it right. You would have also be monitoring as you go along in a manner that is gracious, where you are looking to see how you can provide support and assistance to them, and also looking at how you are evaluating and monitoring the process without micromanaging people, still monitoring the process with timely meetings and getting insight on how the project is developing, so that wherever there is a need for additional support, those can be provided, and that you have a disposition where you have an open door policy where people understand that they can come and speak to you about the things that are their weaknesses or what they're finding challenging, and you will give them advice or direction or provide them the necessary support that they need in order to get over that hurdle so that they can successfully complete whatever assignment they've been given. The third is service, and this is in the way in which you support others, how you contribute to solutions, how you're listening to others and collaborating. Because when you are doing these things, you have the understanding that you are there to provide support, and you are there to serve those people who are working with you, to provide the necessary equipment and the resources and whatever they require in order to fulfill the role that you have laid before them. And you understand that you are there to serve them in pretty much the same way as they're there to serve you in fulfilling their roles and their responsibilities that have been set out before them. People are more likely to work to the best of their ability when they understand that something like service is reciprocated. As much as you're demanding it, you're also giving it. And therefore, in the same way that you're demanding for them to do their best and to fulfill their duty and responsibility, you're also showing up and providing them with the necessary things that they need to fulfill their duty and responsibility, which in essence is you fulfilling your role as an effective and efficient leader. Fourth is empowerment. And in empowerment, what it is that you are doing is showing people how they can benefit from you, whether it's through training, opportunities, delegation, praise, or inspiration. You are giving them an opportunity to see that you are empowering them. So for you, it's not just that they're here to fulfill a duty and that they need to get that duty done without developing them as individuals and as professionals. You're also showcasing as a leader that you can see their areas of strengths, their areas for development, and you are directing them down the pathways that they need to go in order to empower them to be more effective employees, to direct them in leadership roles and responsibilities, and to make sure that you're harnessing their full potential at every opportunity that you're given. When people know that you're looking out for their best, they are more inclined to give more and to do better for you, because they recognize that there is a symbiotic relationship in their performance. Because the better they perform, the more you look for opportunities to give them room to perform even better and help them to garner the qualities that they need for roles that become available, whether within your organization or elsewhere. The fifth is integrity. And as part of integrity, we need to respect people's position. So this might be in terms of their morals or their personal obligations, and giving them room in which to make sure that they are able to maneuver in this regard. Because when those areas of their lives are smooth running, they are more likely to bring and give more to your organization and to your team. It's also important that you respect their position in the hierarchical structure and give them some level of autonomy to make decisions, professional decisions concerning the projects or the assignments that you have given them. The other area that you will need to showcase some integrity is in identify their effectiveness. When you know that people are effective at what they're doing, it's important that you showcase that you're aware of that and that you've seen how they have managed to grow and develop in that area and the statistics that supports it. And then utilize them to coach and to mentor other people and to show other people how they've managed to garner the success that they have in their area, and then be able to use that as a means to make them feel as though they're doing valued service because their work that they're putting in is being appreciated. Your values of fairness and justice need to be evident in your interaction with the individuals that you are working with at all times, because once you start to be unfair, it will become noticed and people will start to respect you less for it. It is important that you give people an opportunity to increase their capacity to do certain functions. So ensure that the training that they're getting are relevant to not just the role that they're doing, but also to their own professional aspirations, so that they are able to build out their CV and build out their skill set in a way that is going to be advantageous to your organization as well as to them and their future. The expectations you have need to also be fair and balanced. And what you expect of yourself is also what you should expect of others. Do not expect people to go above or beyond what you would do or what you expect of yourself. However, having high expectation is essential. And once you have that high expectation, it is also onerous on you to provide them with the necessary tools that they need in order to meet those expectations that you carry. Be aware that it is perfectly fine for the student to surpass the teacher. That's when you can confidently say that your work here is done. Allow people to rise and give them room to flourish. Let them fly and give them wings to soar, and celebrate them as they are doing so, and help them up that ladder in the best way possible and in the way that you can. Because after all, when they are growing and shining, it's also a reflection on how well you have managed and led them along that journey of accomplishment. And therefore you share in the outcome, whether it's successful or otherwise. And therefore it's important to ensure that it is indeed successful.